A government shutdown takes effect. It started at midnight after lawmakers couldn't compromise on spending. Now tens of thousands of federal workers in our area have been furloughed. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jim Donovan. This is the first lapse in funding in nearly 7 years. The last federal government shutdown was in 2018, and it was the longest in history. The Congressional Budget Office estimates that about 750,000 federal employees are being furloughed. They won't be paid until Congress reaches a deal on funding. Workers deemed essential, such as military troops and air traffic controllers, will stay on the job, but they too will not be paid until the shutdown ends. There have also been threats of mass firings. Those shutdown impacts are already making their way to Philadelphia. CBS News Philadelphia's Dan Snyder is live on Independence Mall right now. Good afternoon, Dan.
Hey, good afternoon to you, Jim. We know federal workers are going to really feel the brunt of this shutdown, but one of the first things the general public is going to see, you might not be able to get into your national park or any of these national museums. You can see right behind me here the Liberty Bell Center, which would normally be a big line. It is closed off, barricaded off just up the walk here. You can see that long line is formed as people try to just catch a glimpse looking in the window. And behind that, Independence Hall also closed because of this shutdown. Now, in its shutdown plan, the Department of the Interior says it plans to furlough just under 9,300 of the National Park Service's 14,500 employees. Union officials did not have an immediate count of furloughs in our area, but I can tell you in the time we've been out here, I have not seen a park ranger yet, only really security guards that are guarding some of these buildings. Now, this is a big blow for the thousands of tourists who come from all over the country to see these historic sites. Many planned entire trips around this, and people we talked with this morning from Utah, Illinois, Michigan, they were not happy that they couldn't get in.
We came here to see all the historical things, and unfortunately we cannot, so we're not real happy today.
It was pretty disappointing. They should have paid closer attention that they didn't pass their bills, but you don't think of these things. You just kind of go, okay, well, that's their problem there, and we still should be able to come here and check out the Liberty Hall and that.
We don't think it's going to get resolved that quickly, but we thought we'd see what the experience is going to be like tomorrow, because they're still going to want to see the bell. We're going to see what we can see.
I can tell you all those folks we talked with not real happy with lawmakers in Washington, and they did not choose sides. Now, any of the outdoor monuments that are out here, those are still going to be accessible to the public. So things like the President's House, you can still come and see that. Plus, any of the privately run monuments, those are also going to be open. Those are things like the National Constitution Center. But, you know, if you were planning to see the Liberty Bell, if you have family or friends coming in, you're not going to be able to really see or get into Independence Hall or the Liberty Bell Center. So for live here on Independence Mall, Dan Snyder, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks so much, Dan. Meanwhile, at Philadelphia International Airport this morning, some travelers expressed concern about the potential impact of the shutdown. Employees such as security screeners, air traffic controllers, and federal air marshals are classified as essential. They'll continue to show up for work, but they will not be paid until the shutdown is resolved. If they stop showing up, that could disrupt air travel.
If I was a TSA agent, I wouldn't want to work for nothing.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit depressing, right? When you think about the slowdown in business, we've already had enough with tariffs hitting us, and then trying to, run your business. The uncertainty of something else is just a problem.
When lawmakers pass a spending bill, TSA and FAA workers would be entitled to back pay.